Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. Meghan and Harry, in the book Finding Freedom, they're making various statements. One is that there was no kiss on the first date. Another is that they were thrown under the bus by the palace with the conflict between Harry and his brother William, that the palace really took William's side against Harry. Another is that Meghan, during their Africa trip, Meghan peed in the woods. I'm going to say that's probably not true because I used to be a hiker for like 10 years. Every Saturday or Sunday I would go out hiking. And the ladies don't pee in the woods. I love peeing in the woods, but I'm a man. So the ladies never pee in the woods. And I only knew one girl who would pee in the woods, and it was such a big deal. She would describe everything. It was like a really, really big deal. So I don't know. Maybe we'll throw some cards on that. So let's read the first date details. Meghan and Harry's blind date. A blind date. Okay, so they were actually introduced by Misha Nonu. Okay, because there's no way she's going to get an in to Harry, Prince Harry, without an intro. At the Soho House's Dean Street townhouse in London, a source told Scobie and Duran that the future Duke and Duchess of Sussex chatted over drinks for nearly 3 hours. The night ended with each going their separate ways without a kiss. No kiss. Almost immediately they were obsessed with each other, a friend told the authors. It was as if Harry was in a trance. They returned to the same spot for dinner the following night, sneaking into a staff entrance and being waited on by one staff member to ensure privacy. Harry knew they would be together at that point, the friend said. She was ticking every box. I don't know. That's one of those strange things that people will say. There was no kiss on the first date. I actually see Meghan as someone who is very accomplished in the bedroom. And so I wonder, let's just take a look. Because it's just an odd thing to say. And it's just Pollyanna. They had this perfect relationship. Everything was beautiful. The angels were singing. And it was completely chaste. And not even a kiss on the first date. So let's ask. Let's do a mini. Was there any kiss on the first date? Woman right in the middle. Mercury, scapegoat. Devil. Oh dear. City. Coffin. Was there a kiss on the first date? So, well, it's all about the woman. Okay, this is something that, where did you meet? Oh, we met at church. And they met at a bar, and they were doing ecstasy and dancing the night away, and they barely recognized each other in the morning. No, we met at church. So, woman, Mercury, woman communicating, scapegoat. Scapegoat is a blaming card, scapegoating someone. It's also an illness card. The basis is illness and blame. Interesting. Communication, woman communicating blame. 17 plus 12, 19, 29, 8 hearts. 8 hearts, water into wine is a lying card saying what is not. So 8s are about everything. All of it is just not true. And behind is the devil. The devil is extremely sexual. And you can see even on the card, there's a naked woman on the card. There's sort of a hot, young, satanic girl there. And there's a naked woman covered in snakes. And the devil tempts you down the long hallway. And the further you get down the hallway, the harder it is to get back. Again, another 8. Coffin. Dead bodies in the box. The key is that there's secrets in that box that will be exposed. 10, 14, 4 diamonds. The foundation of everything is just secrets. And these secrets are going to come out. Okay, all their secrets are going to come out. So the point of finding freedom is to set up the new narrative. And this kind of thing, we didn't even kiss on our first date. They just, people will throw out one thing after another, after another, after another to establish a narrative. And then there's so many things that who has time to disprove all of these things? So this was not true. We have the devil showing up. The devil is extremely sexual. And like in the tarot, the devil is presented, I think the devil is, well, the devil should be presented as a Baphomet. And the Baphomet has female breasts and male genitalia. It's both. Okay, and that's the devil. And that's really quite a sexual card. So I'm going to say no. That's just simply not what happened. And many, many, many other secrets are going to be exposed. So people don't get married unless they have a deep psychological connection, or they were tricked into believing that they have a deep psychological connection. Okay, so Meghan and Harry are no different. Harry is the one who needs to make the proposal, give the ring. So what is this deep connection that resulted in their marriage? What is this deep psychological bond? Or, was it kind of, he was tricked into believing that there's a deep psychological bond here, but there isn't. Okay, because if Meghan is a narcissist, and narcissists are wearing a mask, and they want you to believe the mask, okay, so you can be tricked into believing that this is true and that's true, when in fact it's not. It's just a deception. It's a mask. So what is their deep psychological connection? Meghan and Harry. And do they share a deep psychological connection? Meghan, Harry. Big change for the man. Oh dear. Look at that. What is this deep psychological? Are they sharing a deep psychological connection? This is interesting. Very emotional. We have the tens. Tens are completion, disaster, broken up in disaster, and very emotional. So this is like an explosive breakup. Big change for the man, Harry, and just a terrible ending. Very emotional, breaking all the dishes, stuff like that. Very bad ending for the man. So what's over here for Harry? Harry has the cross. This is the marriage card. Transformation, cut. Okay, 8 hearts is also deception. 15, 16, 4 spades, ending the marriage, the death of the marriage, because of deceptions. Ending the marriage because of deceptions. What do we have for Meghan? And we're looking for the deep psychological connection. A long-term plan in the, lying underneath Mother Earth. Okay, she's always playing the Diana cards, planting the seed, messages and planting the seed about the mother. So in the center is the mother, Diana. And she had a plan to do this. So her messaging was mother, 24, 25. So she was really kind of being like a Diana. Her plan was to be like a Diana. She morphed herself into like a Diana, and he married her, and he now feels that it's all a deception, and it's ending very badly, and everything has changed for Harry. And there is talk that the house is in Meghan's name. The new house, the $15 million house in Montecito, is in Meghan's name only. Okay, and it's under a mortgage. That's interesting, because I keep saying all along, Meghan's going to take this house with her. Okay, so now they have a house, but it wasn't bought with cash. cash. Surely they have $15 million cash. You just give them $15 million cash. But that's not what happened. The equity in that house is $5 million, and the debt on that house is $10 million. So the equity to walk away with is only $5 million. $5 million. But they got a deal on the house. The house was $25 million, and they bought it for $15 million. So potentially you could sell it for more than $15 million even immediately. But I mean, that Russian guy, who's I'm sure is no dummy, he was trying to sell it for years and years, and he lost $10 million on the sale. He held it for 10 years. He bought it for 25 and sold it for 15. That's a bad real estate deal. All right, so were Harry and Meghan thrown under the bus? Let's see, was William clearly favored by the palace and the courtiers in the disagreements between Harry and William? Was William clearly favored? Let's look at it from William's side. And were they thrown under the bus? Was William clearly favored? Was William favored? Three blackbirds, actions and talking, official actions and talking, and decisions. Decisions about official actions and talking. 8 and 9, 17, 5 hearts, reacting, two change cards, and a decision. Decision, reacting, changing. Everything on the surface, there's no deception on the surface. There's nothing terrible on the surface, just decisions, official decisions. They're acting officially in the interests of the crown, and they're required to do that. No, roses and olive tree. Okay, 12 and 6, 18, 5 diamonds. On an ongoing basis, stopped. Okay, so it really soured the relationship. These events really soured the relationship. I don't see unfavoritism. I do see the crown acting in the interest of the crown. But their constant complaint, and this was all thrown out, their constant complaint is that they were treated unfairly. And I don't think they were really treated differently than anybody else. Okay, unfair treatment means you're treated differently. They weren't really treated differently. Were Kate and William opposed to Harry dating Meghan? Or were they just like, take it slow and think about what you're doing? Were Kate and William opposed to Harry dating Meghan? Were they opposed? Were Kate and William opposed? Angel, the angel is always on your side with your best interest. Secrets and public. Angel, public, secrets. 18, 5 diamonds. This could indicate that they knew some of these secrets. But they really were just on Harry's side. They were absolutely just on Harry's side. Very publicly, they were on Harry's side. And they were keeping the secrets. Or they knew the secrets. Did Will and Kate know about know negative secrets from Meghan's past? Okay, because there's talk that she was involved with Andrew. She may have been to Epstein Island. She was maybe a yacht girl. Did Kate and William know any of Meghan's secrets beforehand? Okay, maybe. Conflicts over the long term, foundation of conflicts over the long term, and she ran in the same circle, 17, 5 hearts. They did know some stuff about her. They didn't know anything devastating. They knew about things that would be a conflict because she ran in the same circles. And what this would say is, since right on the surface, I was an auditor for a long time, and if you see things right on the surface, oh boy, when you start to dig down, there's going to be really crazy stuff underneath. So when you approach a client, I shouldn't see anything on the surface. I shouldn't see evidence of malfeasance or even criminal activity. I shouldn't see anything. Everything should look clean on the surface before I dig in. Okay, so it's right on the surface. There were conflicts right on the surface, and then the vetting process should dig up the rest of it. Someone like me will go in and dig the rest of it up. Okay, and then you get down to what's really there. Okay, so right on the surface, they did feel there were some conflicts, and they were aware of some things because she runs in the same circles. Okay, but they were very angelic, neutral about these secrets. They weren't like blasting her out. What's underneath? Karmic relationship with many people and the crown, 12 and 13, 25. So she was kind of around them before this. This isn't an accident that Harry married Meghan. She was around them. She ran in these circles. Meghan was familiar to Harry and William probably before this time, and she ran in these circles. So they weren't opposed. They were very kind about it. All right. So was there no kiss on the first date? I actually think the opposite occurred. Okay, the devil is showing here. No one is more sexual than the devil. So, and a whole bunch of secrets are going to come out about Meghan. Did Meghan and Harry have a deep psychological connection, or, did she trick him? This says she tricked him, and he's absolutely devastated. Everything has changed for him. He's very emotionally devastated. She had a long-term plan. She was playing all the Diana cards, touching him, holding on to him, controlling him, striking the Diana poses. She had a real plan. She really morphed into Diana 2.0, and that's what she was doing. And that doesn't hold up. You can't keep the mask on. That doesn't hold up. And Harry has figured it out, of course. It's impossible not to. Were they thrown under the bus? Did the palace so clearly favor William over Harry? No. They were acting in the best interest of the palace, and they just had to shut certain things down. 15, 18. They were just acting in the best interest of the palace. They weren't necessarily they didn't take sides. It doesn't look to me like they took sides. Was Kate and William opposed? No, they were angels about it, but they did know about conflicts, that you have to dig up these conflicts, and she was kind of in their environment already. Okay, she wasn't a real stranger to them. Meghan didn't come from the outside and it's just, all of a sudden. She was kind of known to them. She was around them and ran in some, the 7 degrees of separation. She was high enough in the food chain that she was able to get in. And she got in. She became the Duchess. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.